And dancehall have never been a priority. We're always a flavor. You know what I mean? Like,
The song.
yeah. This is the best person I've worked with. The song never came out because of cheating is a big pocket thing. It take a lot. So a woman will see a man and know say him is a drunkard, you know, but she feel like she can't change him because she believe that. A man just see a girl and say this is a drunkard and just not go there.
Hey there, people. You're watching Catch Up with WORLMAG. I am your girl forever, Sasha. Hey, with a career spanning almost a decade, ladies and gentlemen, from getting his big break from the song that's been trending viral, nobody nothing know, then officially signing to Atlantic Record, I am about to introduce my very special guest today. You at home know who I'm talking, but for the latecomers, it's the one and only Cranium.
Oh, go on.
Hello.
Thing good?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there.
You're in the UK, Melody God.
She's right.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You seem very shy. And
Shy? I'm not shy at all. Far from shy. Long day.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
So you recently arrived in the UK.
Yeah, yesterday, yeah. Came in yesterday and it's very cool. But yeah, it's a lot of work. It's been a lot of work, so. But I'm happy to be here. London is a vibe. London is always a vibe. London always treat me good. London is a very big part of dancehall music because I feel like in this world, dancehall is not necessarily priority, it's a flavor. So there's certain places that make dancehall on the forefront, like which is like New York, Canada, London, you know what I mean? So I always happen to come to London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So why are you here in London? Is there a specific reason?
Well, I'm doing my album, my EP release party here, and of course, you know, touchdown, I make sure I make my rounds and see people who I haven't seen in a while and just touch some radio stations and that's all about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good, and we're happy to have you here on Catch Up with WORLMAG. You know,
I appreciate
like
it.
I've said in the intro, you've been doing this thing for a few years now.
Yeah.
And this is our first time actually speaking with you.
True.
But not.
Which is right. Everything happened in the time of manner.
Yeah. You've got an EP.
Yes.
In Too Deep.
Yes.
I want to go back to the start of it all, you know. Nobody nothing know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the song that is still quite current.
Yeah.
It's universal. It just, you know. How do you feel when you hear people sing it back to you?
I feel good, you know. I mean, I feel like every artist's dream is to actually have a record that lasts long. Especially when I came in music, I came in a time where it was one of those stock, yeah man, like, you know, I'm gonna last 6 months, 3 months. You know what I mean? So, and then what make it more amazing, like a lot of people don't realize that I'm actually a New York-based dancehall artist, you know, I hit from the States. So it was a lot of things that happen that shouldn't happen. Like I'm not supposed to be where I'm at now because, as I said, dancehall music doesn't work outside of Jamaica normally. You know, it's always happen on the ground and then the road take on. But me kind of change that in a way where, you know what I mean? I just break the mold and as I said, it wasn't easy. It wasn't the easiest thing. So that song means a lot to me, you know, because I feel like that really opened the door for a lot of artists overseas who's not in Jamaica to realize that you could do it from anywhere. So yeah.
So you're based in New York?
I'm based in New York. I lived in New York.
To Florida when you were like...
Yes. So I moved to New York. The crazy thing, I landed in New York first because that's where my dad was living. And then I ended up migrated to Florida. I did 2 years in Florida, but Florida too boring for me in them time. Then I said, yeah, it's very boring for me personally. So after like 1 year, 2 years in high school, I decided I want to go back to New York. So when I got to New York, that's where I felt like, I'm not there at Jamaica, but I feel, you know, and it's very, it's like London. It's a very mixed cultural place. There's so much. I love London, yeah, man. There's so much culture, like you talk about Guyanese, Trini, African, Haitian, Puerto Rican, Spanish. Everything was there, so I felt like I love the diversity of the city, and I fell in love with it, and yeah, make a lot of sense.
That. I'm sure other people at home can hear it as well, the influences in your sound.
Yes.
You know, because you don't sound like the typical
dancehall.
Yeah. The R&B, hip hop, and even most recently you've been zooming in a lot on the Afrobeat.
Yes. I'm influenced by my son, and at the time, as I said, at the time when I came in the music too, what was my identity? My identity was just me being me, you know, and it wasn't a sound that was there. You know, everybody was more fast, up tempo. I feel like I had to put the R&B sound with the dancehall sound to create a lane for myself. You know what I mean? So I think that sound is 100% influenced by my environment and just being in New York, being a kid who grew up in New York. Cause I grew up in New York, so I can't go around the fact say, oh, that's where I grew up. You know. So me being around my American friends and just listening to R&B, and I would play them dancehall and whole a vibe. And I feel like it just become a natural thing for me to mesh both together, and it sound amazing. And maybe that's where I'm at today. Yeah.
Famous American friends.
Yeah.
Friends that let us know a few of the American friends.
Yeah, I'm cool with everybody that cool with everybody that like, and in this business it's more like everybody where we work with, we know them, you know, we see them and we hear them and we keep it pushing, you know what I mean? I've worked with Tory Lanez, I've worked with Tyler Sign, I've worked with Gucci Man, I've worked with
Baby
Rexha.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, man, Prodigy from Mobb Deep. Yeah, but as I said, when you work with them, you become cool. You know, so 90% of people who I work with, I'm cool with. You know what I mean? So like a lot of people, and that's what I'm saying. It's when you say friends, it's like we don't talk on a daily basis, but we're not gonna see each other and walk past each other. You know what I mean? So most of the people that I've worked with, we're cool on that level where if there's a party, you know, we can go. Or if them lean at a place where I link up. You know what I mean? So I would still consider it cool, you know, like jovial friends. Yeah.
So for the fact that you left Jamaica, you know, and you went to the States to live, how do you feel like they received you as a young Jamaican boy there for you then to have such an established relationship with so many different?
But back then, no.
Back then?
I didn't care. Yeah, I didn't really care. My business.
Yeah, but how did they take you though? Like you just, you know.
Yeah, they love it. Them love it. Yeah, of course, 100%. Them love it because at the end of the day, I wasn't trying to be somebody I'm not. You know what I mean? Like me is not one of them man that who get the bus and run go back to Jamaica and I try act like say, yo, you just told me that now, whatever. You know, me stay at my place and hold it down. You know what I mean? Me stay true to me and I know exactly what I wanted. And I feel like the people must feel that and say, yo, I'm not pretend to be something like. I never get the break now and say, yo, I'm gonna start wear Clarks and put on tight pants and dance. You know what I mean? I feel like I just stay real to me and say, yo, me's a yard man, born and raised. No, not necessarily saying that. I'm just saying like, you know, some people would have get the break from America and then run to act as if like them apart. Yeah, my way to straight jeans, of course, 100%. Yeah, man, always, you know, that's my culture, that's me, you know what I mean? Like, me a Jamaican to the T, I don't try to be something I'm not. It's really hard, man, but it's just what I'm trying to say is like, most people would try to get the break now and then move back and try to fit in like them being down there.
Right.
I've seen artists who have potential from America who went to Jamaica and act like a des of them the boss, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just act like, yo, yeah, so for me personally, I just feel like I have to keep it real with myself and not say, when I pretend to be something that I'm not. And the people don't feel it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I give them it song, you know, and one thing I know about life is that once you have hits, it doesn't matter. Yeah, give them it, you know.
Yeah.
And Jamaican people wanting love about them. If them rate you, them rate you. If them don't rate you, there's nothing you can do for them rate you. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
So they play it, people singing along to it, etc. But I've always wondered, like, what inspired you to write that song? Is that based on a true story?
It's not necessarily based on a true story, but I feel like there's elements in the record that we all have experienced at some point in our life. You know what I mean? I always like, yeah, but I always have a girl, I have a man for some weird reason. I don't know why we always end up with people, man, but it always happens. So I feel like there was some elements of truth in it somewhere, somehow. You know what I mean? And then it's funny enough, I came with a record off a tweet. I saw a girl made a tweet and she's like, she's tired of guys that talk a lot. And I went to the studio, shout out LMR. I will link up in the basement in Queens and created magic. Cause I wasn't recording no big studio. But me not gonna diss the man say the still. But it wasn't like no big, it was just like a natural vibration and vibe, and that's what the song came about. Yeah.
So for you to sing that song, I Get It Now, and then sing most of your song, you're encouraging cheating and secrecy and being the side piece.
Yeah.
You like it?
I like being whatever I am to somebody that I like.
Gosh,
Yeah.
okay.
So if I like her and she have a man, I understand. Because 90% of women, 90 not 100, but 90% of women don't cheat on a man unless they're unhappy. So I feel like God just sent me on earth for just
They are fixing.
I'm just fixing things. Exactly. You know, me I do God work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So the fact that you're always like getting involved with other people's women,
Mm.
does that like set you up for like mentally when you have your own relationship, some insecurities, some trust
No,
issues?
I don't think insecurities. Because as I said, 90% of women don't normally just cheat on a man. You have to give them specific reason to cheat.
And you know how to treat your woman.
And you just, yeah, if you treat a woman good, I don't feel like that. Not saying they won't, you know, but less than likely. If a happy woman, you know, is a happy home, you know it already. So, me not think about them things. I don't think about those type of energy. I don't bring those type of energy around me. And 90%, and then the thing is, like I was saying to someone the other day, is like the difference between man and woman in relationship circle is that a woman go off of a man with belief. A man move off a woman with him know. You know what I mean? So like I don't believe in nothing. You know, I know. People only believe in things that they don't understand. So a woman will see a man and know say he's a drunkard, you know, but she feel like she can't change him because she believe that. A man just see a girl and say this is a drunkard and just not go there.
Okay.
You get where I'm coming from? So any woman me date me just know say she different.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. That actually makes sense. So because you did say in gal policy, cheat your gal but she go cheat at your blame.
100%. Now make a prick get the link. Yeah. And you know what come after that.
Yeah.
Problem.
No, when you dropped that song, because it was over COVID, it was mad.
Yeah.
It was like the anthem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there was a time where people couldn't leave their house, of course. And I believe people are still doing the sneaky link.
Yeah,
You know?
of course.
Going that line there when you said, "Oh, the sink," it's like, bet that sink it, man.
Yeah. Of course.
How long did it take you to write that song? Because it's packed with lyrics.
I didn't write that record. That record was freestyled actually.
Really?
I swear. Yeah, that's why. And people don't realize that song is only a minute and 17 seconds. Because we put the second verse, we put the first verse back at the second verse. And the intro is 17 seconds. So the song is legitimately under a minute. Yeah, realistically. It's very short. The song, and overall the song is 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Wow. But you get to the point. We get it.
Yeah, I get to the point. And plus I was upset with COVID because I just dropped because I just dropped my album. We had have a record with me, Ty and Burna Boy. The album was so dope, but COVID stopped me from going on the road to tour for actually work the album. So when COVID came, I was in my house figuring out, yo, my office stay relevant because, you know, we had shut down and music changed drastically. And anybody who follow Cranium knows that I don't drop much music. I probably drop like 2 songs a year, if that. So I feel like I'm really going to a stage in my mind like, yo, I have to find something where everybody can relate to, even if they're up on the road. And that's what happened. And we can say Girl Policy is probably one of the biggest songs for the COVID time in dancehall, really.
I'm a professional. I did not like the song when I heard it because I was like, really and truly, not because of the lyrics or the lyrics, but it's just the message. I was thinking, so really, he's gonna tell a girl that she can't call him at 9 o'clock and she's gonna listen. Yeah. Right? But obviously I know there are women who does listen. Of course. But at the same time, I was like, because I know that's not me. Yeah. So I was upset with you. I was like, how dare he even bring it to the public that there are women like this? Yeah. But then it sounds so good. It sounds so good, yeah. I mean, I never meant it in that form. It was more of I think the message went over a lot of people's head because the message wasn't about a woman. You know, it was about how a man handled the situation. So I was more talking to a man and said, brother, you need to see the things straight. You know, after 9 o'clock, I don't think you're supposed to have your woman in that earth or yard. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there has to be some level of respect. Make a girl beat her on the corner. Yeah. It just sounds good. It sounds good and it rhyme. You know when I every mission know them policy. Yeah. Yes. I hear that. That's fair enough. And obviously, I see some G's in the parties when the song playing or them feel like them are man. Yeah. Cranium give them some pep in them steps. Like, you have to be the man. You have to just know say you have to run anything. If you don't have to run anything, leave it alone. And these things are not for broke people.
You know, no disrespect, it's just what it is. Yeah. I think, honestly speaking, like I feel like it's cheating is a big pocket thing. You take a lot.
Yeah.
You take a lot.
So you're pro on the cheating thing though.
It used to be.
I've always wanted to talk to you about this because a lot of your content, your music is about cheating and being secretive. Like you said in one song that basically you're saying your friends will go pick up the girl. You're not the storyteller.
Yeah.
Should have wake him up. Like you're even telling her how to bring it to you.
Yeah. You have to put others. And the thing is, remember, and the greatest thing about if you listen to my music is I've never tell a good woman to cheat. I've always tell the woman who get treated bad to cheat. You get what I'm saying? So it's always my message is towards women who are afraid to step out and explore. Say, yo, listen, don't waste your time. Do what you have to do, make yourself happy.
There's a song on the EP, I can't remember. It's not. I love Paranoid, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Track you did say, basically the woman for cheat cause the man something did like 9-9.
That's no regret.
No regret.
She said, hey, it's getting late, don't waste. Yeah. No regret. Yeah.
So it's for the unsatisfied.
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 If your man a cheater, go take care of your man. If your man move like a germs, treat him like such.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You actually worked with so many big names. Like,
Yeah.
And I love that you think outside the box.
Yeah.
It's not the cliche of I need to do one with this person.
Yeah.
Artistic of a person to think me and them could make mad music, work like this kid, kind of sign like you said, you know.
Ed Sheeran, Baby Rexha. The craziest thing, the best person I've worked with, the song never came out because of back end problems at the time. And the best advice was Usher. Like, yeah, man, Usher cool, man. Actually, the first time I went to what's his called again? Late Night. Is with the Roots. Was Usher invited me and called me up and said, so big up Usher anyway. And yeah, it was dope. Yeah, we done a song, but it never released because there was some back end. But we legitly stood. Yeah, we worked together, man. Like we worked for a minute. Like we had a studio back and forth, hang out, all a vibe, went to see him. Had a good time, you know what I mean? Like it was a great time, and you know what I mean? It was a dope man.
Like we've been cheated a song.
Yeah.
With Usher.
It's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen. 100%.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. So you guys still like communicate?
Yeah, we're cool. Like yes, I said, if I see him, it's vibes. You know what I mean? Because I said we sit, we work. Once in a studio with somebody for a while, after a while, it just become, you know, it is what it is. So we reach out to each other if I need to. And me's the type of man, me that just vice song and put anybody on it. I vice song based off of who I think will sound good on it. So I don't try to force anything, as I said earlier. So it's not because Justin Bieber is the biggest artist I want to do a song with Justin. Because sometimes it's the song that we least expected. Just like I tell everybody, like Essence. Essence was just a great record. You know, you never need two big artists to work. It just sounds so good that we just eat it up, you know what I mean? So for me, it's just vice a song, whatever I think will sound good on it, I'll put on it. And I've done song with so much younger artists than me. You know, because I just think it sounds good and just make it, yeah.
You're very clear on who you are as an artist. That's evident, you know, because you know what your topics. I know, like I said, I had so many questions because I know the things that you talk about. And I'm like, you're not scared of saying these things that a lot of people might be thinking or wondering, like, yo, can I say this here?
History. Yeah.
So that's your thing, like the cheating, the secrecy, and it happened in life, right? But then when you got the call or however it happened for you to be on the track with IQ, one for one, that was
yeah.
Melody guy who constantly talk about cheating.
Cheating, yeah. He reached out to me and linked me and said, yo, they wanted me to cut a verse, and I was like, okay. And the funny thing is, I had the record for a while, but I just, you know what's crazy? I had the song, and it took a girl for me to voice the song, you know. It's crazy. Wow. I was she was like, yo, I love this song. I think you should cut the verse. And I was like, really? Is it like, yeah, this song is bad. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Because I keep hearing the song, but I was so focused on my EP. So anytime I'm working on my EP, I don't listen to nobody's music. Because I don't try to be influenced by the song. So I wasn't listening to it at all. So it's so crazy. I recorded No Regret the same day when I did the Bun for Bun verse. I was in the studio and I recorded the verse, and she's like, yo, you need to listen to the song. I was like, what? Okay, yeah, because my manager P had sent it to me, and she was listening to it, and then she's like, yo, let's trust me now. Let's play the song. And she pulled up the song, and I just did the verse, and it just worked. And that verse, big up IQ, because that verse was like, it went crazy on TikTok. Yeah, it went crazy.
It's obviously good to see two Jamaican artists, different places, even Stark Ashley.
Yeah, of course. It's true. Yeah.
So you as an artist living in the States, as a Jamaican artist, class yourself as a dancehall artist, or
I make anybody come whatever they think. What do you think? So you think I'm R&B artist?
I don't think just R&B. Yeah. Because you give us so much and you give it its quality. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like a hit and miss. Yeah. So for me personally to say you are a dancehall artist, I think that's taken away from the R&B element. Okay. And the reggae element. Okay. Like Paranoid. Okay. Like I said, I know it's got the drill. Yeah. I'm saying you okay, so this EP, 7-track, but you go places with that. It's true. Dance or Afrobeat, R&B, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's true. You're around, so it's really hard for me to put you in a box and say dance or. I appreciate that. So, but how did that happen? I don't know. Like. I appreciate that. I've always been a musician first. I've always loved music first. That's why I've always taken my time. People be like, yo, you're underrated as hell. And I'm like, it's not underrated, it's just a different market. You know, I don't necessarily pull straight hardcore dancehall crowd. And I don't pull like full R&B crowd. Right. It's a mixture of people who just appreciate music. So when you come to a Cranium show, you might see a bunch of whites, you might see a bunch of, we call them hipsters, you might see, you know, the hardcore Jamaican. Yeah, it's very, because the music that I sing I don't direct it to one specific group. And the funny thing is, I don't go in the studio thinking that way. It's just, oh, I create music. You know what I mean? So when I go in the studio, I'm like, okay, cool. What are you trying to be? I'm trying to be the best in the school, not the best in the class. You know? So some of the time, some of us trying to be the best in the class. I'm not trying to be the best in the class. I want to be the best in the actual school. So me just create music. And when me drop an EP like Into Deep and I see everybody rocking like, yo, this body is beautiful. So you have a man who love just love rock steady music, reggae, early in the morning is his song. Yeah. You have somebody who like drill, Paranoid a film song. You know, you have somebody who love souls and sweet music, them a go love Special Woman. Them a go love No Regret. Yeah, the man them want dip on the ends with them girl, a chill, holding a vibe. Them want early in the morning. They want 6 in the morning. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I make sure I sprinkle all different elements, just being musical, and I feel like that's what Into Deep represent. True. That's one of the reasons why I think I like Paranoid so much. Because it's not so heavily laced like drill. It was that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing. Another song that I do like on there that I really want to talk about is Special Woman. Yes. Now we're used to Cranium saying, "Read come, don't tell nobody, sneak code, never take a girl, da 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 da." Then you went Special Woman and you're loving on the ladies or the lady in this song. Ladies, what kind of mood were you in when you decided, and you finished it with that song as well? Yes. That's a powerful message. I don't know why. I don't know what mood I was in, honestly. I feel like I heard the record and I just felt like, yo, me need to go something different. Yeah. You know what I mean? And as I said, this EP, I didn't want to go straight. Like, me a wine a them long, you know? Like, me a wine up in a woman long. You know, I feel like more slow down now. Yeah, like, me a go hard. Like, what's the word, dagger? Like, I feel like I've been daggering for too long. Yeah. So now I feel like, say, me, if it's like, more wine right now. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what I mean? So that's what, and more make love. So this time I was like, you know, who can make love? So that's why I went, because if we're being honest, I would say Early in the Morning and Special Woman is like the two loving records. So, and normally I don't do that. Normally it's just like straight. As I say, carry come give me girl, blah, blah, blah. So this EP, I feel like I make some love, yeah, man. We're too rough with them all the time. Let me just slow it down. So I feel like that's the thing. Yeah. You still have the sprinkle a little ranchiness tonight. Yeah. But with the Special Woman, I feel like, like I said, I like Paranoid, but I also like Special Woman because message
Yeah.
that is in there. Cranium who's always saying cheap, but then at the same time, hey, you have a special woman, and
Yeah.
it's like what you were saying, if you treat the woman good or whatever. Yeah. So you're showing different sides of the coin. You covered it on the 7-track EP.
Yeah.
Was that your goal, or did that just
It's not, I wasn't thinking it, because while you just record, and it took me a while to make that album. It took me 19 months.
Okay.
So, well, way longer than I expected. So after I sit down and pick every song, and you'll be surprised. Like honestly, I'm still arguing with my management team because there's so much records that we didn't use that they wanted to use. Because I make music, you know, like we really sit down and make music. Like sometimes it's like I wish I could just like release everything because there's, to me personally, them so good. So when we pick each songs, it was like, because we started at 12 records. Then, yeah, we started at 12 and it was like, okay, we're going to 10. Then we said 9. Then we said 8 is good. Then we said, no, 7 is perfect. Because I didn't want it to go over people's head. I wanted enough music for them to digest. So I feel like that's what I come about. So it wasn't necessarily planned, but at the end, when we actually break down everything, we say, all right, give them two of this, two of that, put that there, so okay, discover that. You know what I mean? As I said, the Afro element, the R&B element, the reggae, the hardcore, the widea, the shit, dancehall vibe. So yeah, man.
give us the party vibe, you know, summer vibe in there, whatnot, take us different places.
Something for anybody. Yeah, man. It's just smart.
Body work like that. Are you in a relationship?
Yeah, I'm Singlish.
I say the man in a relationship, I say, yeah, I'm Singlish.
I'm a Singlish. Singlish. Yeah. Yeah, Singlish. I mean, I'm Singlish. Meaning, I'm not confused. It's not complicated. I'm just Singlish.
It's not a situationship?
It's not a situationship. Yeah, it dead about it. You're good.
Can't you say, well, make love? And
you understand? It's English, man. Meaning, say, you know, when a man try to talk to you about him have a woman, and you be like, are you with someone and say, yo, me and my baby mother there, but we break up, still living at the house. You understand? So, instead of making it being complicated, we just say, oh, Miss English.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, when them need to update that, like, that's art, this thing. Never mind.
Like,
yeah.
In other words, baby mother, we don't, but...
Every girl tell me that same story, them still not talk to me. Them tell me about who they meet and because I love ask questions.
Like you listen to the female.
I listen to women a lot. I listen to women a lot. Like any woman can talk to me about anything. Anything, legitly. Yeah.
You talk about sex a lot.
Yeah.
Which is cool, it's fine, it's a part of life.
Yeah.
But you've done it in such a way that it can be palatable for the people that might think, well, we are dancehall job sex and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Some way I can listen to a Cranium and say, all right, I could get with that. Not so much about love.
Yes.
Is there a reason for that?
We can't curse right here, right? On this thing, right?
Can't do whatever you want, just go on.
You see, the thing is, I like to use my penis, you know. So, because because I like to do my thing, I feel like the best thing in life to do is do things that you're good at.
Okay. So you believe you're good at that?
I feel like I've never had much complaints. I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna sing about I think what I do.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and it works. And obviously it works, so that means I must be good at something. Yeah. And when I complain and like, you never seen it come out yet. I mean, I like drama, and I'm not a mixy person. You know, you've never really seen my name in. You've never seen my name in any mix up or Ray and Tay because I'm very what's the word? I'm very unproblematic. Some people say I'm sneaky, but I don't think I'm sneaky. I think I'm smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the way you're telling people the sneakers that are all like.
Yeah. I think I'm smart. Yeah.
You like what you like, and that's
Love
okay.
It. Yeah.
But do you deliberately? Because I know there's some guys that if they know they love sex and all of that kind of stuff, but at the same time they don't want to love. They stay away from that by any means necessary.
True.
Is that you, or you just haven't met that person that you feel like I'm in love kind of situation? Or have you ever been in love? Yeah,
I mean, for me personally, when it comes to love, I personally feel like love to me is like second, you know. yeah, it's more like, let's say after sex, but I'm more of a trusty person than love person.
Okay.
Because sometimes we say we love each other and we argue and cuss and things. If your mother talk to you, you don't talk back to her because you respect her, right? And then when you have a level of trust, I feel like everything just fall under that. Whether it's love, respect, everything, you know what I mean? Like, I actually no, I should say respect is the highest level. So I respect my woman. So any woman I'm with, me respect them. Because yeah, respect is the highest level of love. That's what I'm trying to say. So for me, mostly so when it comes to love, to make it easy and simple, um, anybody can love anybody. But and everybody get respect from the person and truly care about. And that's what's the most important thing. So yeah,
That makes sense.
that would be my answer.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, the EP,
Mhm.
Into Deep.
Yeah.
It's out.
Right now.
You can go, there's videos as well for some of the songs.
Yes, and I'm about to shoot more. We number two so far. Bob Marley still stand up at number one.
No.
Nah, move. But it's a great body of work, and I'm happy to see how people receive it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and this is some like I can't like words can't really explain how good me feel because anybody who know the heartache and headache it is to be a dancehall artist from America would understand how me really feel inside as an artist doing this genre from America. You
Wow,
know?
what are some of the struggles? How could we understand it?
It's very I don't first of all I don't play politics, you know. I don't deal with gatekeepers and those type of words. I don't follow the normal rules. The average dancehall artist drop like what, 4 or 5 songs a month. So much songs a year, you know. For me it's just like one. That's one, that's against me. Two, I'm not mixy in the sense of like, so I don't get the blogs, Cranium, you know, new song out right now, cause I don't put myself in those situations to be talked about so much with clout. I don't do clout, I don't do drama, I don't do publicity stunts. I don't. I'm not always in Jamaica on the ground per se. I think I performed in Jamaica one time in my whole entire career. Yeah, and it was just like 2, 3 weeks ago. So there's so much things I've never done a Songfest, never done thing. I was at Sharky's festival in Ocharias. It was dope. Yeah, man. It was the first time like I actually show. And yeah, so there's so much elements of things that me just because I'm a principle man. You know, if you deal with me with respect, I deal with respect. If you deal with me like, respect my team, I go say, all right, cool. You know what I mean? That's how me do my stuff. So it's a lot of different ways. And I feel like the music itself have so much layers, you know. Too much drama, too much game. People play games and people fail to understand that this is a real thing that's moving and the level of dancehall can be so bigger if people was paying more attention
100%.
to the truth rather than try to feed bull to the people, you know what I mean? Because the average fans on the ground don't get the opportunity to move to see what's going on. So anything artists tell them believe. Or anything a media tell them they believe rather than seeing it, you know. So when me hear some people are post what go on with them I do and I'm like, brother, it's not necessarily true. No way I talk about, you know what I mean? So I'm not time for the foolishness. You see me? So for me, it's very hard because I do it the right way. Or me, I go sleep good at night. I cannot fake views. I cannot pretend to be something that I'm not. Me no, it's a hard work, man. There's so much things. There's so much wrong clothes. There's so much, there's so much elements that like, it's like we have a culture where a man feel proud when an artist a drive and listen to them song in America. Like, who care? Like, me not care. Like, the more that time people tag me, you know, so I listen to a song, I'm like, what you talking about? Then me not make music. But like, you get what I mean? Like, our culture will repost Cardi B as sing Cranium Girl Policy. Like, people tag me out. Like, who cares, brother? Like, yeah, the music has spread. It's supposed to happen.
Because they're excited. And I was going to say that to you, the fact that you do so much collaborations with artists that are not Jamaican, from different genres, that you're actually doing a positive thing for the dancehall culture because there's a group of people there that you're reaching or dancehall is reaching. So when a Cardi B, someone who has their own songs, because you know a lot of artists don't like to listen to other artists, they're busy or whatever.
Yeah.
So when a Cardi B listen to a Cranium, as a little island, we're gonna I product this, Alwa, you're a star.
Yeah.
What thing? Hello?
You're not supposed to be like that though.
Why not?
Meaning, you're not supposed to be, like, I personally don't think we supposed to get so excited over that.
Really? Why not?
Because our music is that big. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
That's why we're getting so excited.
You're not supposed to. I personally don't feel like it's supposed to be the highlight of a front page.
How do we celebrate?
Do it again. Continue to do it. No, for real, like, continue to do it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we get so caught up in, like, if a man meet a rapper, them take a picture and post it and say, yo, you know, but when you look on the artist page, him not post we.
Oh yeah, that part. I know what you
That's what I'm saying. So we are promoting them in our market, but them not promoting for the market. Like, we don't have time for them foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when we get the mentality of there, we are star just like them. Because our music has all, listen, I don't know it all. Like, when I talk, I always say people take it the wrong way sometimes. Some don't talk much.
No, but you explained that well.
But when I talk from a place of experience and love and what me see for myself. I've been in places, thank God, for certain records that I've got that put me in certain places. And I've seen the impact of our music. But I see that we give away our values to people because we feel like what the small things that shouldn't be blown out of, blown up over foolishness just become major things because we have allowed our standards to be that's what's big to us. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So then we take away our star quality and our star power. Like, I don't business while listening to the song. I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. Like, me happy said I'm listening to the song. And that is what me want.
Yeah.
And that's what we should get. But you want to make it a big deal front page? Jesus Christ, man. You know what I mean? Like, what a dancehall we doing, like, no music, no better than free music, no music, no bigger than our music, and I don't care who the guy is, You know what I mean? So as far as like those type of stuff, I feel like sometimes we fuel the wrong thing. We should take the energy there to do something. So I think we need to like make sure we say our thing. If me say Dexter and Dexter see me, I take a picture, we post a picture. We're brother, yo, I go and boss. Me see TJ, me see Skeng, me see Skilly, whoever it is, our entity and our music group. You know, nobody's supposed to bash we. Number one is supposed to come in our culture and go on at them and come style we. Go on side with that. You know, even if I'm a friend, don't, you're crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
That makes sense. So the episode is sponsored by Flat Cap Rum. I didn't say it because I really wanted to get into talk about the cheating and stuff because I've never seen an artist sing so much about cheating. You're still not boring with it.
Nah.
You'll find different angles and stuff.
Fact.
Yeah. So shout out Flat Cap Rum for sponsoring this episode and also Chopper Life Clothing. Do you drink?
I drink, yes.
Have you tried Flat Cap Rum?
Not yet. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. Know what you think?
I'm down.
Yeah. All right. You're here in the UK, which is good. Great to have you here promoting the EP In Too Deep.
Correct.
You were saying about videos that you want to shoot more.
Yeah, I want to shoot more videos. I definitely. 100%. I haven't shot here in a while.
Yeah.
And I want to shoot here because I need to shoot early in the morning. And I want to shoot No Regret. Okay. Definitely. I love those songs. Because so far it's only 2 videos shot. We did a video and 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I feel like.
In the morning. I mean the song.
Yeah. Story.
I hear that. But if you had to choose, which one of the songs would you do here in the UK? Which one of the 2?
If I had to do a song here, honestly, what would have been dope here for the vibe and the mood, I personally feel like I would have went with Paranoid.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I said that. You know you said those 2. I was thinking, why was the Paranoid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Paranoid would be dope. Yeah. Because of the vibe too. Yeah.
So when are you leaving the UK?
So I leave the UK tomorrow next morning.
The EP?
Yeah, after you fell out the next morning, yes. They have a show in Philly and then I go to Grenada after that. So
you left the States, come here just to do the...
Yeah, and back to work. Yeah, I'm at work, man. Yeah.
Maybe settling here in the UK, like having a second home or
Yeah, I thought about it a lot of times. Yeah, I love London. This is not no joke thing. Like London is like me, I love London. To the point I bring him to the World Cup. Like I London match here for. Yeah, 100%.
England. Actually, for England.
England.
But you love London.
London, yeah, England, but London, I'm a play like I love London. You know, like love London. Love London. London is like New York. I love New York. You know, that's like my three favorite places in the world is Jamaica, Kingston, London, and of course
Where you live.
New York.
Yeah. Okay. What's your top 3 favorite genre of music?
Reggae. Top 3. Reggae, definitely. R&B, and right now Afrobeat.
I was expecting that.
Yeah. I love Afrobeat, yeah.
What is it about Afrobeat that got your attention?
So, the good, I watch Afrobeat like really blow up, you know, cause 2013 when we did Can't Believe with me, Whiskey and Ty. So I've been seeing it coming, and I've been going to Africa since 2013. So it was just something that different, the feel, the vibe, the mood, the element, the love, and the crazy thing about it is, back to what I was saying earlier, not just to prolong the argument, but if you realize anything about Afrobeat, the one thing all of us should take from that is it's not necessarily a genre, it's a movement. You understand where I'm coming from? Like, that is a movement.
Yeah.
Like, all the blogs, everybody just focus on feed them artists.
It's funny you said that because I was saying that the production the other day as well, how the like African community move with their stuff. Mad.
So you get the point I'm trying to make. Yeah. So they don't business about the outside world. They appreciate it. Them appreciate it, you know. But it's a feed them world. Talk something bad about Burna Boy. Talk something bad about a Wizkid or a Tiwa Savage or a Mr. Easy. Like, them not play that, you know, like, them would deal with it. Like, I remember watching Shade would post them in the early part when Afrobeat start. People like, who them people are? And you just see people underneath the comments. You're so uncultured, learn, you know what I mean? Them ready say, like, that, I was like, yo, if dancehall ever get to that point, again, a problem in that world. Because nobody no feels like we. And the good thing about dancehall reggae is the whole entire Caribbean. Straight across the board. So don't feel like I just Jamaica alone. It's the whole Caribbean that really love and cherish it. You know what I mean? So yeah, the movement is not a joke thing. So I feel like that's the point I was trying to make earlier when I was making that statement. So I feel like we need to get back to a movement rather than a genre.
Yeah, I feel like there's some people get it and some people are doing it because you mentioned Shade Room, and the other day, Shensia was in the Shade Room or whatnot, and the comments were in support of Shensia. The way they work, I was like, I love seeing it.
Yeah.
You know, and I could tell that these were especially Jamaican.
Yeah.
Like they were on it, and I love seeing that.
Of course.
You know, so I get what you mean about
the movement, man. Yeah.
There's also this conversation or debate that people like when they say Afrobeat is the new dancehall or Afrobeat is taking over. What's your take on that?
My take on it has always been, and is dancehall mainstream?
Not like Afrobeat is.
Okay, was it always mainstream?
Was it always?
Dancehall?
No.
From you know yourself, has it ever been mainstream?
No.
It always been what? Moment? Okay. And there always been a few dancehall artists that get through. The only 2 artists that really made it on that level in our generation that we can remember, it would be Shaggy and Sean Paul, right? Obviously we was too young for Shabba, so we can't speak. We just know it's Shabba, the Shabba. You know, and when we grew up, we never really see him that way because, as we say, we are kids. And those are like the 2 pinnacles for us, right? So when people talk about the comparison, Jamaica is 2.5 million people, so 3 million people on a small island. And dancehall have never been a priority. We're always a flavor. You know what I mean? So the level that dancehall took and reggae to deal with the world, there's no comparison. There's no need to compare with it. Jamaica can fit in Nigeria at least 20 times. Nigeria's like 340 million people. You get where I'm coming from? We're talking about a whole continent. So, and then they get in with the internet now, and the music is good. So, I don't like when people try to compare it.
No, do I.
You know what I mean? I feel like we had moments, don't get me wrong. Reggae, dance, for what reggae and dancehall do, in the world with that minimal people. Don't compare. You know, don't just give it respect and leave the Afrobeat artists them.
Do something different.
Yes, make them enjoy their moment. There's no need for try if you compare them. They're having their moment. They are concreting them foot. I love it. I love the diversity in music now. I love the fact that R&B and hip hop finally have competitive genres on the forefront that is streaming at the same level as them. And that's all that matters. And all we have to do now as dancehall artists is just mind our business and just focus on our thing and our movement. And one thing about we will always find that one song that whether it's nobody has to know or the toast the crocodile, they always come true. We always get our one because the music not good.
They're performing and stuff. Is there a song that people always want you to perform?
It depends on its market. So in London, what would be my big records in London would be Girl Policy, Weekend is big as well. Then there's a market like I'm going to the Caribbean island. Can't believe it's like, you know what I mean? But buy what you want buy is like a big song. You know, then we go Canada and then like Stamina and my catalog is like one of the biggest songs in my catalog over there and Weekend. Because I think I went, that's the only, that's the only. I went platinum and double gold in Canada. America gold, UK have like 3 silver. You know, so and it's all different records. So as I'm saying, different markets, different records. When I go to Australia, it's a whole different set I have to sing. When I'm in Europe, it's a whole different set. You know, so different.
But that's good.
Yeah. Different song.
One song is the hit all over.
Yeah. Different market, different hits, and that's how it is.
So before you go though, I want you to if you could just sing me Special Woman, just even like the first
Special Woman.
But you'd have to do it now. Because actually there's one question about the EP launch that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean the interview.
Yeah.
At the same time, you've literally come here to give us, your fans, your supporters, a chance to
link up and all about it. Yeah, I feel like dancehall music, where it is appreciated the most is where we have the fans, where we have to make sure we take care of them. So there's no better way than to launch in New York, launch in Canada, and launch here, because it's all love and it's all appreciation, and it's just me saying thank you for all the support that you guys give, and thanks for the love. And I mean, and just hold a vibe with the fans them and just know say, oh, me's a human being like everybody else. And we all have good days, bad days, sad days. We're not superior. You know what I mean? And yeah, ain't no better way than for just come and play the album for them and just hold a vibe with them. Yeah.
Performing any special?
Yeah, I'm a pass through. Yeah, I'm a sing a couple songs. I mean,
I noticed with a lot of artists, like if they do come to the UK, because you're going to be like 3 days together.
Yeah.
Shows and stuff like that, and they'll stop by and do an interview. But you're not booked for any show. No. You're just here to do the launch. Like you really love your fans.
Of course. Yeah, of course. 1000%. And I'll be on tour in March here.
Yeah. So he's gonna be here again in March.
Yeah, March.
You're gonna get a house here. And where in London would you get it?
Me's a city boy, you know, so I like the city, so you know me for the Essential. Yeah, for the Essential. Yeah, man.
Guys, don't forget, In Too Deep by Cranium is out now. It's a 7-track EP, and I guarantee you there's gonna be a song on there for somebody, anybody, right? Whether you want to tell somebody to be sneaky, you want to tell somebody you love them, you may want to love upon your woman or whatnot, just want to be chilling with your friends and paranoid, it's a good song to listen to or whatnot. You know, there's always a vibe there on the EP, In Too Deep, out now on all major platforms.
Correct, right? She's right. Come on, man.
Cranium. Your Instagram handle is just at Cranium.
At Cranium. Right? That's Cranium, Kranium.
Why?
I got that name from a friend who saw me freestyle in the studio. And he's like, yo, you sing everything off the top of your head.
Oh. And then look what you're going to do with Girl Policy.
Yeah, and then it just, you know what I mean? It just stuck, and I changed the C to K, because you know it's spelled Cranium. But because my real name is Kemar, I dropped the C, the K. Then I was dating this girl in high school at the time, and she said, yeah man, you have a big head, for real. And from this, I'm just saying, she sealed the deal, and I was like, you know what? Cranium.
Yeah. I love that all your
the sex.
Girl, it's crazy. It's
on brand, you know? On brand.
You know, your song is not about mega shoot up play. Nah. Yeah, tend to the little. When you want to cheat or not, it's all about when you're taking the love from one person.
And you're safe because your man can't violate. Yeah, good. That's good. Yeah, man.
No, thank you so much, Cranium, for chatting with us.
Thank you so
And,
much for having me.
you know, all the best for the EP launch.
Respect. Listen.
We're going to see you here. Where are you going to be performing? In London?
London, Manchester, Birmingham, and yeah.
Yeah.
I'll post the flyer soon with all the details and big up all of the women them, big up all of the fellas them, you know. It's all love.
Yeah. So you guys can see Cranium live in the flesh, just like I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah.
You guys before we go. We're gonna outro doing that special woman.
Yeah. She's a special, special woman, I swear. She's so gorgeous, different and she cares, yeah. She's a special, special woman, I swear, yeah. And she loves me, yeah. Girl, you got a clue, don't know what you do to me. Rocket her to the moon, that face me a cruise through. I know what you want, but my needs are more demanding to you. This is not a one night, no. This is more than a lifetime love. She's a special, special woman, I swear. Yeah. She's a goddess, different and she cares. Oh, she's a special, special woman, I swear. And I'm gone right now. Later.
Thank you so much, guys. Follow,
Respect.
subscribe, like, all of that kind of stuff. Make sure you go check out Flat Cat Rum. Get yourself a bottle. Christmas is here. Cranium's gonna let me know what you think about Flat Cat Rum shortly, and we might let you guys know what he thinks. Okay? Chopper Life Clothing. Big up yourself. We're outside. Thank you.
Oh.